Hey everyone, it's Steve, and if you don't know me, I am a busy fitness professional, which means I help busy grown-ups with actual grown-up lives achieve their fitness goals and reclaim their confidence. And today I want to talk about two things. The first thing I want to talk about is what to do when you mess up your diet and overeat pizza, ice cream, whatever you go, maybe a little bonkers. And the second thing is how to avoid that mess. And I'm going to use myself as an example. So this happened to me a couple of weeks ago. I had been running at like a 20% calorie deficit every day. By the way you figure that out is take your body weight and multiply it by 12. That's your 20% deficit. So for me, I weigh like 197 right now, but when I was at 200 at the time, my deficit was 200 times 12, 2,400 calories. But anyway, I'd been doing that for, a few weeks, and I was just getting a little hungrier and a little hungrier. And finally, one night, I kind of said, the heck with it. And I didn't just go a little bit over, like have some fruit, maybe some chicken or something, healthy stuff, and just count my calories, go a little bit over and not worry about it. No. I had like 3 bowls of ice cream, an entire large DiGiorno, oven pizza, which was easily 2,000 calories by itself. So I went kind of crazy, probably like 3,000 calories over where I was supposed to go. And the next morning, the way I handled it was actually super simple. I didn't do anything different. I went back to hitting 2,400 calories that day. Didn't worry about it. And, the world didn't end. I was 3 pounds heavier, which it wasn't fat. It was water and glycogen and stuff like that. So I went about my routine. And after a couple days of hitting 2,400, I was back down to 197, kind of like it never happened. So the first lesson there is if you do screw up, don't beat yourself up over it. Don't try to fix it the next day by going lower in calories, because then you're just going to get in a really vicious cycle of overeating and then trying to undereat, which is just going to screw you up more, and you're going to keep overeating. I've been there, and you don't want to go down that road. So if you mess up, just go about your business the next day. So that's the first thing. The second thing I want to talk about is how to avoid that in the first place. And when that happened, I realized that it was probably because I've had to bump up my training volume. I've had to do more conditioning. I'm getting ready to test for my 4th-degree black belt, so I've had to do like more cardio and stuff. And I've just more activities made me hungrier. So what I've started to do, and this is a trick I picked up from Greg O'Gallagher at the Kino Body channel. Lots of great info, by the way, if you want to check out that channel. Ton of great content. 1 to 2 days a week, bump your calories up. Instead of eating at 20% below maintenance, maybe go up at maintenance or even a little above. So the way you'd figure that out, let's say again you're a 200-pound male. Instead of taking your body weight and multiplying it by 12 to get your deficit, you would take your body weight, so 200 pounds in this case, multiply it by 15. That's about roughly your calorie intake that you need for maintenance to not lose weight or gain weight. So that would be about 3,000 calories. Or you could shoot it a little bit higher, 31, 3,200. So anywhere around maintenance, maybe a little bit above for 1 or 2 days a week. And make sure those days are days you're strength training. So those calories are actually put to work and they do something useful. But in the past few weeks, since I've implemented that, I'll go around maintenance twice a week, always on a lifting day. And I've noticed that I don't get as much of the late night, want to gnaw off my arm sort of situations. I'm not suffering as much. And my progress has installed about 197, a little under 197 at the moment since I started doing that. So I've continued losing weight even as I get to lower body fat percentages. I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. I've continued to lose weight even as my body fat has dropped. It's not going as quickly, but that's okay. I don't want it to go as quickly because it's making my diet more enjoyable and sustainable. I could probably get to my goal weight, about 190, a little bit faster if I cut calories to 20% under maintenance or more, or even fewer calories, like a bigger cut every day. I would get there faster, but I would suffer a lot, and I'd probably start to screw up more and more. So I'm going with a somewhat less aggressive approach, and it's making it easier to get down to my goal weight. So it might take a few weeks longer, maybe even a month longer, but I don't care. Once I get there, it'll be easier for me to sustain it. I'm not going to rebound, all that stuff. So having those 1 or 2 days of higher calories, I think really, really, for me, has helped the process, and it'll probably help you too. So again, just to recap, if you screw up, don't worry about it. Just go about your business the next day. And second thing, in order to potentially avoid that, especially as you start to get deeper into your cut, you have to cut calories a little bit more. You don't have as much body fat to lose. Consider putting in 1 or 2 days of higher calories around maintenance or maybe a little bit above. like your body weight times 15 or maybe 16 instead of times 12 for the deficit days. So those are my two strategies. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, please click like and subscribe and share it with your friends. Tell everybody about it. And I hope you guys have a really great day. Thanks for watching.